I received a very interesting question that how are we going to make sure that Nigeria does not go back into recession? And I am going to have this answer for you. Nigeria will perpetually remain in recession provided we depend on commodity pricing. As it is now, what powers our FX, the forex, is our capacity to export natural resources. So the more you export natural resources, the more you have an inflow of forex, and that determines the value of your currency. And mind you, oil, particularly our major export commodity, is actually determined by international supply and demand. If one Saudi prince decided to be angry and increase the supply of oil to 1 million or 2 million barrels per day, beyond OPEC quota, Nigeria will go back to recession tomorrow morning. If China or India decided to stop buying oil from Nigeria tomorrow, Nigeria will go back to recession. So this is a very serious problem for us because we don't export what we determine is price. We export what the world, the powers of demand and supply determine is price. Supposing we're a productivity country where we manufacture finished goods and export, by nature we can determine the price of those items we are exporting out of the country. But currently we don't stand the chance of determining the price because those items that we depend on are those items that are determined by the global pricing, also determined most importantly by the power of demand and supply. As I mentioned earlier, with a single twist in the system, when one part of the country of the world decided to say we are going to increase our oil supply to the global market, Nigeria will go back to recession. So there is no any magic that gets us out of current recession that we are. The only magic to get out of recession perpetually is to make sure that Nigeria become a productive nation where we export finished goods as opposed to exporting raw materials. Thank you very much.